again. It's 136 degrees. We just started our little venture here. And this is Beatrice. Some call you Betty too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's originally from Hungary, lives in Florida now. And she's here for the 21-day, what I call reset. Reset your body and reset your mind. How did you even hear about any of this information about even coming here or even understanding, any of the protocols? Did you know them before at all? Did you just learn them? Did you just bump into them now? Have you been doing them for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean your program, I'm following you like last about 3 years, good 3
Okay.
years, watching a lot of movies about connecting the dots.
Mm-hmm.
And I had serious digesting problems in the past over 10 years.
What kind of problems with your?
I think it's coming from stress. My digesting system is very, very sensitive.
Okay.
And just couldn't digest pretty much anything anymore. And I get sick and tired. And then I started to somehow watch YouTube and juice fasting and all kind of things like healthy. Pretty much one day to the other, I give up on meat and dairy and all kind of stuff from supermarkets and started to make everything from scratch. A lot of fruits and vegetables, green juice, started there. And then just experimenting back and forth with juice and...
But you started because you had some type of problem, not because all of a sudden...
I had serious problem with my digestion.
And this is what happens to most people. You don't usually want to change anything up until you just can't take it any longer. And even when you go to the doctor, it doesn't mean you're going to get fixed. It usually means a lot of times you're doing a lot of things wrong in your lifestyle, and you don't even know it. That's the best part. So... that's how I got started a lot here. I had the worst digestion problems in the world. That's what started me here. And, I've always been in health and everything, but what really, really, started my journey out here was my stomach. And that's when I got into the parasite thing, and this is where I really started to investigate deeper. Because once I actually had tests and different things, I found out I had intestinal parasites and different things from when I went on a trip in Colorado. And I drank some of the water out of the Rocky Mountain water stream, just like where they make, where they say they pull out the fresh water for beer, to make Coors and so forth. And I drank out of the water there. And after about 3 days, because of me getting a parasite in my stomach, and this was my turnaround. I had massive problems for like 5 years with my stomach because I got parasites from beavers and from deer and different things going in the water. So however you start, I knew that's where I got it because that's where such and such, but I changed a lot of things. That's when with the meat, start looking into this. Why'd you get off of meat?
It was too heavy and toxic, and I felt my kidneys full, and I just did not feel right about it anymore. And also my feelings for animals, I started to realize if I cannot be dear to take that life away, how dear I am to eat that animal.
Exactly.
So I started to be more...
So you started to get a little more morals a little bit, but you first started to change because of something in your health.
Yeah.
And this is what happened to me too. Because I didn't stop eating meat because of morals, let me tell you. I stopped eating meat because I found out it's loaded full of chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and loaded full of parasites. So I got rid of that. I went from pork to beef to chicken to fish to shrimp to scallops, down to just down to everything without a face, and it was still flesh. And then I finally got on the jump. I had actually a vegan girlfriend, and she says, "What's the matter with you, man? Why don't you just try vegan?" And I'm into trying all different types of diets because that's what I do is I try to, just like you're trying to do, you optimize, you enhance, and you upgrade yourself if that's smart in your life. So I said, I'll try the vegan thing. And for 3 days, when I stopped eating flesh, I had the twitches. Did you go through anything like that? I went through withdrawals when I got off of
I
meat.
had serious detoxing symptoms, like knock me out. I was laying in bed sometimes a day or so, a lot of joint pain and headaches and just exhaustion.
Okay.
Nothing like coming out from my skin or like heavy like
So this was
from
3
my
years ago,
nose
though,
and my body.
starting.
That was yeah,
Before
that
then,
was about
you were
3
feeling
years
real
ago.
healthy, no problem.
I never been sick in my life. Like
Okay.
I hardly ever get fever and all kind of sickness, like illness. Maybe if I get a little bit tired for a day or so and beat it, and just
Okay.
very healthy. Just stomach problem, yeah.
And you came from Hungary. You know, when you go to Europe, guys, they have way cleaner food because it's still sort of old-fashioned back there, you know. You don't have to think about organic too much because a lot of places don't use chemicals. They never have, and they don't need to, okay? And, you know, when you moved to the United States, you came here, what, about 10 years ago?
Yeah, I live in 10 years
Okay.
in Florida.
Did you eat a lot of fast foods in Hungary? You come here, and all of a sudden your whole food complex changes.
I have a family background, mostly making everything home.
Okay.
We were not really accustomed to eat in restaurants. Once in a while, and of course
As a
we have
treat
the
or something.
McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always was very conscious about what I'm eating, as much as I was know about it.
And it's nice. See, this is what happens too. We've lost sort of our cultural family because families do make dinner. Families actually get together at night. And I see a lot of families, including my own. Everybody's doing different things. No one sits down at the table and talks about, you know, anything. You got texting going on. You got all this sort of weird stuff. So there's nothing better than making your own food. There just isn't. It's just, you have to see that there's a sort of a life that we all sort of forgot, and it's the family making stuff together, and you sit down and you actually know that this food came from here. It didn't come from the store. It didn't come from some guy doing it because he doesn't want to. But you know, the idea is that, you know, when you start living in America, everybody has this problem. A lot of people that come from out of the country, they come here and they start getting sick. It takes about 5 years. Okay, they start eating the foods, the GMOs, just the high level of electrical magnetic fields, all the stress, okay, from people and just from cars and business and just a lot of fast-paced stuff, you know, like life in the fast lane, like the Eagles. And after a while, you know, life in the fast lane makes you so you want to change your way to a simpler life. You've had a complex life, it sounded like to me before.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I used to travel a lot. I used to modeling, be up in the night, bartending, all kind of things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
like
nightlife.
roller coaster. Yeah. What is fun when we are young, but
It's an experience.
it's very toxic.
You bet.
And
I remember those days, let me tell you. So 3 years ago, you started changing your world, okay? And did you have problems as far as your, you know, you have companions or anybody else in your life? Did they change their meals with you, or did you have to do your own thing?
I did everything by myself.
Yeah, so you're on your own.
Yeah, I still on my own. I have nobody around me who is
On the same program.
on the same program, like a live person next to me. The only people I connect YouTube and Facebook.
Just so you know, guys, okay, look, she's been here now. How long have you been here now? 2.5 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, I'm living in the 23rd. Today is the 20th, so 20 days.
Let's talk about her. She came here to have a journey. And remember, did you have a journey? I saw you on the 10th day. I told her. I didn't even know. I mean, I said you. I said, you don't even look like you. You look like your sister.
Yeah, I lost the person.
You lost a whole...
I lost the whole person.
Now, and look, you know, you'd look at her and say, well, you know, how could I, you know, no. Let me tell you. There's a lot of emotions in people that people lose here. And your energy field, okay, when you dry yourself up, you did water fasting for
14
how long?
days.
Look at that. Okay, like I said, on the 10th day when I saw you, what did I say? You don't even look the same. Okay, and I saw it in you a lot. I saw it in the other people too. Okay, but for you, see, this is one of the things. If you're a model, or if you're an actor, or you have to use your looks and use your charisma, you better learn how to clean your body. You better learn how to be smart and start eating like she did. Started changing her food supply, okay, and taking toxicity out of your life. It's not just your food either. Remember, it's makeup.
Cut out everything.
It's everything.
Fluoride toothpaste.
And listen to her.
Shower dechlorinator. Started to take MSM and all kind of supplements,
Minerals.
superfoods,
Yeah.
experimenting with what resonates with my body,
Mm-hmm.
and had a lot of roller coaster trying things, getting in my diet, getting it out, filling out which one, because nobody really knows. Nobody really can tell that what is the recipe for real.
No. Well, the idea is, look, this is what happens. Okay, I'm a researcher. You're a researcher.
Yeah.
You just don't know it. And you only sometimes start to research and experiment when you need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my life, I've had so many needs, okay, that I had to go ahead and figure out. Why? It's because it happened to me. Remember, I got into a massive car accident, broke my nose, my face, my cheekbone, chipped my teeth, fractured my navicular, had a cast for 6 months, herniated 2 discs, cracked them, prolapse, okay? So I had to learn regeneration. I had stomach problems, remember, 20 years ago. What did I learn from there? Parasites. And were they in everybody? They're in everybody. Okay? How much are they in you? Well, it depends on a lot of things. And sometimes it's just your stress. Sometimes it's your toxicity load. Sometimes it's because you don't drink enough liquids. Sometimes because you eat a lot of meat. Okay? Sometimes because you eat processed foods, fast food. So this is, big pictures that she's learning right now. Okay? Big picture. And she's, I would call intermediate advanced. Okay? And, she did 14 days. Let's just go real quick. 14 days water fast. Was it hard for you?
Not really. Not really. I experimented in November. I did 7 days. I just wanted to, I never did water fast before. I was trying on green juice, and that was quite difficult.
Sure.
And
Sometimes even harder than doing the water.
It was.
It's because you're feeding yourself
It was.
sugar
It
and
was.
it's still food.
so I told myself I'm gonna come here and I wanna know how I feel so I can take it in even farther than just starting right here.
Mm-hmm.
So November I took an experiment and I was planning about maybe 3 days or so.
Okay.
So I did the 3 days. The first day was very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Second day I was very, very weak. The sugar was going out from my body, the glucose. And I started to like doing crazy exercise, like just few minutes jumping rope and make me really feel better. And I also was working that time.
Which is hard to do fast when you're working.
Yes, but I made a situation when I was able to be by myself. So I pretty much did how I felt, but I was working daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So it became 7-day water fast.
Okay.
And after three, I just took it one by one.
Mm-hmm. So the idea, real quick here too, is before she came here, because she's not just doing water fasting here, okay? If you can, if your veins will take, you get IV therapies too. Okay, all different things to start taking out heavy metals, trying to regenerate this, vitamin C, high potency. If you need H2O2, that's a hydrogen peroxide drip. Got this problem. So a lot of the therapies is going along. It's called integrative therapy. You do the dry water fasting. It takes 3 days to lose all your glucose, like she said. Okay, and once you lose your glucose, then all of a sudden your body turns around and starts eating the energy that you have stored in your body. This is a miracle.
It is a miracle.
It's a miracle. Because why? Because anybody can do it. You just have to see others like her. Okay, and it's like I said, it's changed her. She just lost 10 years of a lot. Not only physical, I could see it in her. Okay, she lost it in the layers, yeah, in your emotional body, because it all stores together. And then the integral therapies also is colon hydrotherapy, using different solvents to see if we can wash things out. And the more advanced you are, the more you can experiment, because everything's an experiment. Remember, you're a researcher. Okay, first you have to, learn that there are therapies if you put them together, like dry water fasting, IV therapies, colon hydrotherapy, far infrared sauna, okay, and deep massage, and stretching, and just resting, and actually resetting your body and your mind. Have you ever done that? It's called the vacation of your own self. And most people, because you're on vacation right now, okay?
Yeah.
It's for you, though. Okay, it's for her. And so do you think right now, just because I'm really trying to inspire people, guys, fasting is smart. Okay, even if you were going to come here, pre-fasting, learning to change your foods. So when you do come here, you can actually go ahead and actually go through, because if you've never water fasted before, if you came here, 7 days for you would be a graduation.
Yeah.
Okay, you did 14. And you did more, I think, than anybody pretty much, right? Some did 13.
Yeah.
No one got over 14.
Well, Shante went
Oh, no,
because
that's
she
right.
have cancer and she really
Yeah, no, you're right.
really pushed
She's
it.
like on 17 or 18 right now.
days, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I could have done a couple of more days easily, but I wanted to. First of all, I was happy what I achieved.
Accomplished.
Yeah, I felt really good. I felt my body is clean, and I wanted to just join the eating with other people, just to learn about the best way to refeed the body.
Okay.
And in the future, I always can do it again.
Okay, so this is the idea too. Once you dry yourself out, guys, remember 3 days, glucose, your body starts eating itself, then magic starts to happen. All of a sudden, all the stuff starts to get eaten inside yourself that you couldn't lose if you wanted to. And plus, you're doing all these other therapies. Then when you're ready to feed, when you've dried yourself and disconnected your parasites, all your weird stuff that's connected to food, it's connected to fuel. Okay, disconnect it, just water. Your body has enough fuel, let me tell you. This has been done, remember, for ancient times, fasting. It's real simple, just bringing it back to life. Now, remember, we add other things to it to make it so it really works, but you can go ahead, start at home with some, even one day. Yeah. Not juice fast. Juice fast is hard, let me tell you. Because your body gets hungry all the time.
Harder.
It's harder.
It was easy for me, the water fasting, and I was very active. Like, sometimes I felt a little bit weak, lay down a little bit, warm up. I was really cold. My body was cold because I don't have too much fat.
Yeah, she's pretty thin, okay? And you know, her body's, most people say, well, geez, what are you doing? Okay? Well, no, she's tightening up everything. Look at the bruises that we have going right here. These are called Gwashing bruises, okay? And when you came, your stomach, remember, was way out. Look at how flat it is right now. Okay, super flat. And you can see the bruises on here. She's breaking up all this tissue. Look, she's not fat, but what's this? What is that? Okay, I had the same thickness, and it hurts when you pinch it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does hurt.
Okay. And I'm not pinching it hard, but these crystals need to be broken up, and they'll bruise like this a little bit. And this is what we're going to do in part 2. She's more advanced. Remember, the beginning stages, you want to open up the skin pores. You cleaned your skin with alcohol. Let me see your rag. Look at how dirty your rag is. Okay? Nice. Okay? And most people can't get anything off their skin. You know why? Because their pores aren't open. Look, she's sweating really good. Look, I'm sweating super good. But I'm river sweating. I can feel the drops. You can see them going down me. Okay? This is normal. And it takes a little time for your body to actually not get clean, but it can start to go ahead and flow. Okay, clean is one thing, but if you're plugged, your skin's plugged, you're not getting that much out of you. Okay, so you can see all these protocols work pretty magical, but you got to put in the effort. You see the bruises on her leg? Remember, she's a woman. First thing anybody sees you walking around, they're going, whoa. Especially with a guy or with another girl, they're looking, going, whoa, what are you guys doing? Okay, so, really learning any of these techniques, okay, if you don't practice them, and you have to do them consistently for a while, just like she's been doing this for 3 years. Okay, and again, what made you come here, really? You found out, you saw maybe an internet video or something, right? Did you watch an interview from some of the other people that have come here?
Yeah, I definitely watched the interviews, and I watched pretty much almost all your videos, whatever you posted. And I was watching you for a while, then not watching you, and then get back, and I just took it one layers at a time. I just was asking for the message. So when I was ready for the next layer, I realized that I'm getting back to your movies again and videos. And
even if you watch some of the other videos, sometimes you won't get some of the information. Because it's big picture, guys. It's not a little. It's not just changing your diet. Okay, no. There's a lot of negotiation you got to do here. Remember, it's upgrade, enhance, and optimize. That's it. How much you can do and when you can do and if you can do is another story. Okay, so you learn a little bit at a time. You learn not only to exchange your foods for certain foods, but trying to get energy, plasma into your body. Okay, as you notice, I try to always tell people, guys, I see you in the sun all the time. And this is one of the secrets to doing longer water fasting too, guys. You don't get in the sun, your body doesn't get the plasma. Plasma, it's energy. Remember, you're a plasma being, and this is really simple. When you stop eating food, your body's searching for fuel. It starts to eat up all the stuff inside it, but then again, it's a flex fuel machine. Remember, it can process carbohydrates, protein, alcohol, okay, fat, okay, but it can also process light. But it takes a while for your body to go ahead and actually be starved enough to be able to say, okay, that's the only fuel available right now. Okay, so you go out in the sun, you clean your skin, and you absorb not only the D3, because you need it to regenerate.
Yeah.
You don't regenerate without D vitamins, guys. Okay, and you better take 10,000 units a day, as most doctors will tell you, if you're trying to do any regenerational program, and even sometimes just a maintenance program, because if you don't have vitamin D, there's lots of things that help you regenerate do not occur. So when you go out in the sun, not only does it shrink wrap your skin, okay, it shrinks it, okay, when you clean it. You saw her towel, okay? And when you get out in the sun, you're getting D3, but the big picture, what you're really trying to do is you're absorbing plasma and you're feeding. So I know people that have done 31-day faster, and the secret, I found out through them, because they've been doing fasting, is sun.
Yeah.
You got to get your body in the sun.
It feels amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
It does feel.
Now you know why a lizard on the rock just is so happy,
Yeah.
man. It's just like, I'm just in the sun, guys.
Yeah.
Do what you like. I love the sun.
Yeah.
So, you know, these are just points of interest, guys. Get interested in fasting. Get interested in changing your diet. Get interested in, and remember, helping other people. Once you figure out that certain things work, then the best thing we can do to grow not only ourselves, because you got to have courage, let me tell you, and knowledge, and you have to be able to really study, okay, and spend time to be able to navigate some things. I try to go ahead and help people, but most of the time I get a lot of flack a little bit because, man, there's just too much to change. So, you know, we've cut it down a lot, not to give you the too big a picture at first, because otherwise it scares people. Okay, but Earther Academy is really good. Part 2 that we're going to do with her is going to be on Earther Academy. It has to do with techniques and protocols. I don't show those on YouTube because they're too sensitive. Remember, we're not showing you how to treat yourself, showing you what we do to treat ourselves. Okay, and remember, you're just supposed to be a researcher, and you want to go ahead and learn from other people. You can learn from her. Yes, you can. Why? It's because now she's a teacher. What do you know? You know that what you've just done is very beneficial. You don't think you know, because maybe coming here before, you go, this is something I think is going to be good for me. Okay, I may think more than think.
I had a pretty good feeling about it, and
but you've done it now.
Yeah,
you know now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. You know. And you see the other people, basically, that go through the same metamorphosis. Remember, we look at ourselves when we're going through this. I should take the mirrors out of here so you don't look at yourself for 21 days, so you can see your new self for 21 days. Okay, and I should really take away everybody's computers, everybody's phones, everybody's BS. Disconnect, guys. You're in the sanctuary. Is this place beautiful here? Really?
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, everything is just a magic here.
The waterfalls, all the live trees, all the food and fruit.
The combination of everything. That's why I chose this place, because everything is just in the right combination.
It is.
I researched a lot,
sanctuary.
and I just did not see this support and knowledge and everybody teaching each other, everybody taking care of each other.
It's a school to all of us.
Yeah.
We're all learning.
Yeah.
The people that help here, including myself, I'm learning from them. They're not just learning from me. I learn from them because, remember, we're trying to, it's a work in progress. She's now a work in progress to be able to refine herself. And as she refines this body, this mind starts to give you something that money can't buy. It gives you clarity. And that's the first sign, okay, of cleaning yourself up, is to get clarity back to this. Because if you've got a lot of chatter in here, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you want or what you need. The chatter's never going to go ahead and stop. And this is everything. But how do you get clarity here? You got to clean this machine. You got to be very, not smart, okay? You have to be critical thinker. You got to look up and read. Did you ever watch any of the documentaries, like, besides my videos? But I like people to go ahead and do further research. Did you watch the videos on GMOs?
Well, some of them, yeah. And of course, I started to learn what to avoid. And I don't go very details with the chemicals.
No, but just the documentaries that they have that actually talk about GMOs, Monsanto,
of course,
seeds of deception. Remember, as you clean your body up, I want you guys to make sure, don't just look in the area of nutrition. I want you to see the bigger picture, more worldly. Let's see, remember, we're here to help fix this world, okay? No one's going to help us, no one, okay? You got to fix yourself from the inside. Your mind gets clarity, and then in the future, you see what you need to do, where you may want to live, What you want to go ahead and do is to go ahead and actually just make people happy, because that'll make you happy. This is what happens to me. Why do you do this, Dr. Cassar? You don't need to do any of this stuff. Yeah, I know. But you know what? I get elation from people changing their lives. Did you feel you changed your life coming here? Got
Yeah.
clarity to make
Yeah.
decisions when you go
Yeah.
home. You can
Yeah.
make decisions not based with fear,
Yeah.
but with love and power.
Yeah.
You understand your power, and you're going to attract this sort of love vibration. Why? Because she's cleaner now, and so she's going to be able to have. You can either, you know, if you need to go home and actually change it up. Sometimes you may have to change it up with your friends. Change it up maybe with a lot of people. You know, no fighting. Remember.
Well, my goal was also one of my intention to get clarity, because I was confused.
Exactly.
I sick and tired of my life and which way to go. So I said there's no other way than do this program. That's how I felt. So I get clean my body, I get clean my mind, and I'm gonna able to see the destiny, the destination
That's right.
where I need to go. And absolutely that's what happened. I have very clear picture.
Instead
that,
of being pushed into every way you
Yeah.
don't want to go.
Yeah.
Now you feel that there is a path
Yeah.
that you feel that you can take now, and the path is actually pretty cool. Okay? Nature is sometimes the connection that you'll get when you clean the body up.
Yeah.
The mind sees that everything's a miracle. Flowers, birds, bees, whales, snails, everything, okay, is a miracle.
And it's all here.
And it's all around us,
Everything.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay? And the last thing we want to do is what? We don't want to destroy things anymore. All of a sudden, once you open up, not your heart, but you clean your body, your vibration rises up, you eat better foods, less dense foods. Get away from blood, guys. Trust me. Okay? Get away from blood. You'll see the difference. Where? Not only in your body, but here. Okay? Your energy raises up, and then what happens is once you're in this band with, sort of like being on AM channel, FM, once you're in this band over here, this is what you see, because your mind lets you see this, and this is what you want to do. And you see that you're connected more than you were before. Only because, why? Because you could just connect it yourself. You cleaned out all this debris, all this non-magnetic or electrical particles that live inside our galaxy, our body. Okay, and it's up to you to maintain it, guys. Okay, taking showers in chlorine. She just said, get a shower chlorinator.
Yeah.
Okay,
Water filter.
water filter, minerals.
I also have the water distiller, the small portable one.
That's my best
Yeah.
best tool, guys, if you want. A water distiller gives you clean water. If you're buying water, you're being foolish. You make your own. Okay, we have one on Earther Academy. Buy whatever you want to buy. It's the best deal. We don't make money doing this, okay? This is how, remember, people that join Earther Academy for $120 give you all your money back anyways, okay? You get $100 off at the student store and you get a steam distiller. It's the best thing you ever did. It's the one I use. I found one because I had about 7 of them before. They all break. Okay, they don't work right. They're just not efficient. This one here is super efficient. Get 2 big gallon jars with it and 4 different activated charcoal filters. So it's a great thing. Plus free shipping in the 48 states. Remember, I don't care where you buy it. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, figure out to get clean water. And RO water is not the greatest because remember, you got fluoride filters you need. Okay, you need other filters. Distilled water is pure. What did you fast on? Steamed distilled
Just
water.
distilled water.
Okay.
The 14th day, because we went to the beach, I just added a pinch of salt to my water. But
No, but what you used as your
I-
base. We made this water here.
yeah,
We made it. Okay, I have RO machines here. We have alkaline water machines too.
yeah,
Okay, the best water for you and the best price for you to clean up your water and have that as your base water. You can always add minerals to it. Remember, the dry water's dry and it doesn't take out your minerals. That's a lot of BS. Okay, remember, you're going to get your minerals in different ways, from foods, from liquids. So don't even think that. It's going to basically clean out and open up, just like what nature does. Nature cleans its plane here, okay, the surface, with distilled water. That's what the rain is. The plants suck up what? Distilled water. Okay, so when we drink distilled water, that's what I found out. Remember, I've been around the block a few times. I've had 25 alkaline water machines. Okay, been around the block. And if you don't filter those perfectly, you're getting toxic water. Because just because it's alkaline doesn't mean it's good for you. So water's super important, not only to hydrate yourself, but to be able to clean yourself. So she just used water instead of just a hydrant. She used it as a rejuvenation tool. Okay, and it wasn't that hard for you. She did, like I said, 14 days. No. Okay, and remember, the body can take it. It's this that can't. So you have to have pretty good mind, and you have to be in a good terrain, guys. You can't just do this at your house. Not easy. You have to be in a place where everybody's doing the same thing, and no one's tantalizing you with all the little foods and the smells and the cities with all the whatever you're smelling.
Oh, that was an interesting experiment. That we went to markets, stores. People was eating in front of me. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Because you're disconnected.
Does not bother me a bit.
Because you're disconnected.
Yeah.
What a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Not like you smell something.
Actually, I was making food for people.
She's disconnected, and that's part of the beauty here. Okay, it's the same with me. I intermittent fast. I have 1 meal a day, and I have tons of liquids throughout the day, a variety of different liquids of vitality we have. Okay, like this one, blue-green algae, minerals, silica. Okay, she's got a different drink over here. Remember, you're sweating through your skin.
Got some
and you put more.
fermented lemon in my water.
Show them right there on there. Okay, so you can see all the stuff at the bottom there. Lemon, you said you put MSM in there, I think you said?
Yeah, not this one. The previous one before we get in, I just had a whole bottle of, with a lot of MSM and a little bit of creatine.
Okay, guys, are you learning?
Minerals.
Look, you want to get healthy? Liquids. Liquids. Okay, you eat food because of this. It's emotionally feeling good. And no one's saying that you can't have cooked food again, but you have to go ahead and be discretional. Remember, you got to put your smart cap on. Okay, you got to have critical thinking instead of watching television commercials with fancy, you know, all this artistically, you know, just con job. Okay, and the only ones that are getting conned are the children that actually think these things are good for them. Remember, it's hard to go ahead and actually train your family to eat better. Why? Because the whole system doesn't want them to go that way. So you have to sort of teach your children too. It's not just saying you can't have that, but it's why. That's why these documentaries are really important. Why do not you want to have GMOs? Watch the documentaries, the whole family. Okay, I mean, your child has to be about at least 7 years old though, okay? But, you know, we're here to learn the truth. And sometimes the truth may not feel so good, okay? And or sometimes the truth is so good that you don't want to hear the real truth, okay? Because it changes your whole life. But the real truth, remember, is that everybody's sick. Everybody's got debris. Most people, remember, demineralize. They have, look it up, magnesium deficiency, iodine deficiency, okay? Silica deficiency, calcium deficiency. Everybody. Remember, 100 million diabetics, 100 million obese people, 50 million people taking things for their head because they're depressed. And who gives them to them? You know who. Real simple. Okay?
Yeah, I had a lot of problems.
I was going to say, did you have pharmaceuticals before?
Not really. A little bit. Some antibiotics for my stomach.
So you took antibiotics for her stomach?
A little bit years ago, but then I refused to go to the doctor.
Yeah, it's totally backwards, just so you know, guys. If anybody wants to give you antibiotics for your stomach, you better think twice. How about you better reflourish, okay? Like she talked about, fermented drinks, fermented fruits, fermented everything. I have 8 ferments on my counter. Okay, it's got probiotics. I never add another pill to it. And once it gets down halfway, what do? Fill it back up with distilled water, put some minerals and some silica in there, and sugar. And it regrows. So I'm a farmer on my counter. And what does it do? Fixes your stomach. Okay, you put new military. This is one of the most important things. Once you dry out everybody that lives in your stomach, including these creatures that you can see with your eyes, okay, then you start to re-flourish, not food. You need new bacteria. Remember, everybody's dormant. There may be a lot of bad bacteria in there, but there's no food. You've washed them out with colon hydrotherapy. You can even, if you're more advanced, do the enema by the mouth. I show people how to do that. Just look up Dr. Robert Cassar.
Almost every day, every other day.
Okay. Did you see anything come out of you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In the hydrocolon therapy, had a couple of parasites. The enema had a couple of parasites.
What do they look like?
Serpents.
Serpents.
Yeah.
Exactly, guys. Do you think that you have a serpent in your stomach? Please, okay? And don't try to kill them. You have to do what she's doing, what I've been doing, what everybody, it's tens of thousands of people. You terrain modify. You slowly move them out of your house. If you try to kill them, that's a bad mistake. Especially, they're in your DNA. They're hiding behind your body. That's why they're in there. They're parasites. They're not known to the host. And there's no benefit to the host. But then again, they're in you. So what are you going to do? Dry them out. You're going to take out the toxicity. You're going to open your pores. The largest skin, largest organ of your body is right here. And if it doesn't do this stuff right now, and we've been in here about 35 minutes. Okay, look at how much I probably already sweat 3 pounds. That's why you got to constantly drink in here. But I have a lot of people that come in here, no matter if they're young or old, they don't sweat. They're completely plugged. Completely. Okay, that is so unhealthy. Remember, your skin is a detoxification organ. Your hair, once it stops growing, you're in trouble. You don't see too many bald people and fat people, okay, at 100 years old. Okay, your hair grows out of here. It's not just to keep your head a little warm. It detoxifies. Remember, why do you have hair under here? Why do you have hair on your crotch? Why? Well, does it need to stay warm? No, the hairs pull out the toxification, and you need enough silica in your body. You need enough minerals in your body, and you need enough water. Okay, but first you have to get everything out that's actually sticking in there and stuck. Okay, so she's been doing a darn good job. Okay, part 2, when we do this, she's, like I said, intermediate advanced. You need to learn these types of things. She's already been doing these. Have you been doing the Gwashing techniques for years, or you just started here?
I did it in my building. I have regular sauna, what is not as good as the infrared sauna. But yeah, I kind of did a little bit.
Okay. And did you notice in the beginning, did you always get bruises? Did you get more?
Yeah, less bruises, but sweating, I was not able to sweat really good.
Exactly.
And
This happens to everybody.
Couple of times it's increasing and increasing, even lower heat. And I'm lucky to live in the beach, so I'm under the sunlight and in the ocean like almost daily basis.
Guys, do you hear her? Okay, it is possible. Everybody's plugged. Remember, take your clothes off, look in the mirror, and if you have body fat, one of the major reasons is your lymph system is completely plugged. Remember, you're not fat, you're clogged. How about that? You're not fat, you're demineralized. You're not fat, you're eating way too much sugar. Okay, remember, 100 million obese people. Come on, guys. What more can you see? Are you that controlled by mind-controlling little parasites? Watch, if you can't do it, then watch others that have, and look at the miracle of change, not only in the body, but up here. Okay, and you know that. It's not that you think. She's super grounded too. Some people get a little weird. Why? Because they get so much toxicity come out of themselves. Some of it's physical, some of it's mental. Some of the beliefs you have are going to be sort of like Santa Claus. Okay, when you were a child, Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny, you believed in all those tales, but they weren't tales when you believed in them. You even heard Saint Nick. Okay, I heard the bells when I was a kid. Dad, they're coming. Okay, leave the cookies. And in the morning, of course, everything would be, and I felt so stupid when I found I got bamboozled by my own family. Okay, everybody tricked me. Okay, so this is what's going to happen to you. As you change this, you're going to see a lot of weirdness. And I want you to feed yourself, guys. I want you to be able to see a lot of things that other people might be ahead of you, to be able to show you some of the things that would be interesting for your mind to be able to see more truth. Remember, you're a truth seeker now. But in order for you to be a truth seeker, because truth is everything, we all want to work together, we all need to share the truth. It's easy. I'm talking about free energy, I'm talking about suppressed inventions, I'm talking about everything that we do on this planet to be able to make it so the planet actually becomes more at rest instead of being a war. We, the humans, are in a war, not only with ourselves, but with nature. Look what we're doing in the rainforest. I'm flying over the rainforest in the Amazon a few months ago, and I took pictures and video. I couldn't believe how many fires that were going because they're killing the forest because they're going to put cattle there. 20. And we're, 20,000, 30,000 feet up. And I'm looking down there, zeroing in, and I feel so bad. And this is deep in the rainforest. Why? It's because they're going to put cattle there. Okay? That's not cool. Okay, really. And once people really, a majority of people start to go ahead and change their toxicity in their body, then what happens is what's going to happen to her. She's going to become a teacher. She's going to want to share. Because there's so many people that can, just what you know already. Okay, because I want you to grow. So how are you going to grow? Share. Okay, you're going to share. Do some videos if you can. Show your transformation if you can. Remember, people not just look up to you. They're going to look into themselves and say, wonder what happened if I follow this simple protocol. And it's reasonable, guys. And if it's not reasonable to you, you may have to ask your friend because you may have heavy metal toxicity. Okay, everything she has done. Oh, enemas, please. Oh, massage, farm for red sauna, eating no chemicals, synthetics, hormones, getting a shower dechlorinator, stop using tampons with chlorine and all weird stuff. Okay, get the mercury fillings out. Is all that stuff crazy?
All that, yeah.
Okay, no, it's crazy if you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the side of the fence. Guys, either wake up, and these people here have a lot to share. Why? Because I already know all this stuff. I love when other people don't think they know now. She knows that a lot of these protocols, and I don't even care if it's just this protocol. This protocol should be all over the place for people to be able to go ahead and build it from there. Okay, be able to help people detox. Okay, little centers all over the place, small little groups, and you follow these protocols, bend them around, doesn't matter. The protocols have efficacy. Okay, truth, repeatable truth. Okay, so learn from these people. Okay, I do these videos, nothing more than hopefully we can inspire a few more people. You're inspired by videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I put myself on the front line here sometimes, and I'm not here to point fingers at anything, but it's your critical thinking that you have to have, and part of it is to be able to see other people that have taken their critical thinking and actually went against their whole family, most likely, to be able to do what you're doing, okay? Because most people aren't going to follow you, because if not, you'd be sort of like the matriarch, helping everybody, if they wanted to. Okay, but when you go home, let me tell you.
I'm pretty much by myself. I don't have any friend, any partner, any who I would share all these things. I'm doing everything by myself. And in social life, it's not easy. You became a loner, like.
Okay, now just hear what she said again. This is important for you guys. You need to make space. You're not a loner. You learned. You researched. You had time to watch videos instead of no time. You have 3 children. Okay, you have a couple of deadbeat husbands. You got a job you hate, not only 1 but 2. And then you come home and all of a sudden you got all this stress. You're not learning anything, guys. You need space. You need to have space. Okay, I would spend, instead of watching television, cancel that thing and go ahead and actually start to watch for free on YouTube a variety of documentaries. You need to start learning. And then once you learn, remember, if you don't, ignorance in the beginning. Remember, ignorance is bliss, but once you learn a little, stupidity is the next word. Because if you don't change, remember, this is not bad for you. Do you think vaccines, watch the documentaries? Do you think they're good for you? Then watch it. I'm not telling you what it is. You figure it out. Guys, it's right there. Do you think there's cures for cancer, okay, or these mysterious diseases? Could they be parasites? Could they be because the body's dysfunctional, because it's toxic, because it's demineralized, is because it's under assault from radio frequency and electrical magnetic fields? Could it be possible? Okay, it's very simple. Remember, we assault ourselves because we don't know what we're doing. So learn from these people here, okay? And I always try to get people, I always say, you know, I have a radio show, it's called Rethinking Reality with Dr. Cassar, Dr. Bizarre. Okay, and this is really good. I'd like to have other people, okay? You should have a YouTube channel, Rethinking Reality with Beatrice. Okay? Why? It's because you did. And I want other people to rethink reality. Real-ity. Remember, reality. Think reality. Okay? Rethinking it. Especially when you know your reality is not cool. You did. What'd you do? You changed your reality.
I changed everything. Everything. Little by little.
Okay. Yeah. Listen to her. Okay, guys? Learn from people. I was
messed up. Like, wasn't even 30 years old and my whole body was out of balance of hormones and anxiety, stress, everything.
Felt like you were getting old quick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Weren't your 22 to 25 stay up all night long having fun and wake up and go to work or do things in the morning type of self. Okay? And I'm sure that, like you said, you lived in the fast lane. Remember, guys, everything you do in your life, if it's not good, you're going to have to unload that. You're going to have to backpedal it. And the older you get, just like Morpheus says, it's really hard to let go of a mind that's been in the matrix for a long time. And the older you become, I'm just telling you, you're not going to want to let go is because it's hard for you to let go. Okay? But there are people that have. Just because you're 50 years old and you've got the programs from religion to you're a Democrat to you're a good person, pay your taxes, you find out all these different pieces. Remember, there is a way for you to be able to take care of yourself. Be your own doctor. Learn from these people. Remember, it's simple to be your own doctor. What does that mean? Your own teacher. Doctor means teacher. Yeah. That's it. She's now Dr. Beatrice. Why? Okay, I would think this would be great, I think. Rethinking reality. Okay? Because you are. Help other people rethink their reality. Okay, and it's really catchy, the ideas, okay? And I'd like to have a bunch of different people that are all hunked together that have transformed themselves some degree, and they don't think they know. Okay, they know a lot of these techniques, disciplines, and understandings as they will progress anyways and actually become better, faster, quicker, smarter, and easier and less expensive, because everything costs money, guys. So take away money from your poisonous world. Okay, sell some of the things you don't need anymore, and then purchase a couple tools. Remember, you're a carpenter.
Clean out everything, the closet, the shoes, the clothes, the perfumes, makeups, tons of those stuff. I used to be a Barbie doll. I used to be a model. So wearing makeup every single day, that was mandatory for me.
And what kind of makeup did you put on your face? Everything from ground up animals, weird collagen from where? From ground up stuff. But not only that, a lot of mercury, a lot of the blues, okay, cobalt, lead, aluminum. Okay, look at the petroleum they put in. A little diesel on your eyes, call it mascara. Okay, a little lipstick. Look it up, lipstick and lead.
Yeah.
Okay, and the biggest companies still put it in. Okay, I'm not here to point fingers. Remember, it's your job to see the truth. The truth, just like the X-Files, the truth is out there, guys. It's just, are you ready to see it? Are you ready to not only just see information? That means you're weak, you're not going to do anything. But are you going to have discretion, information? Some of it's bad. Remember, inform. Somebody wants to give you a formation of information, okay? And some of it's good, some of it's bad, because there's a lot of disinformation out there. But you have to have discretion. And the only way you can get discretion, let me tell you guys, got to clean your body up. Because if not, this won't have discretion. Because then what will happen is you'll never get to the next level. It's called knowledge. You take what you feel, connecting the dots from the information that you got. You see the shills, okay, the ones that are throwing out disinformation, because there is a lot here. And you see the ones that have connected a few dots together. But I don't agree with everything, but I like that one thing.
Yeah.
And you pull this knowledge in and you bring it into your reality, into your world, a little bit at a time, what you can handle. And then you practice it. And this gives you wisdom, information, discretion, okay, knowledge. Okay, you got all this information, good information, because you just pulled it together with discretion, and then you practice it, and what happens to you? Now you get wisdom. Okay, this is what she's got right now. Okay, so again, I always try to push people. Guys, there's so much to share with people. Okay, I'm sort of getting tired doing this. Okay, I need other people that can sort of carry the torch over. Okay, and I don't even have to ask them. Why? It's because once they clean their bodies out and everything else, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do on this planet except to do good. What kind of good you want to do? Okay, remember good. In the old days, that's what that means. Good, G-O-D, God. Okay, so be a good God. All right, start taking care of the planet. And the only way you will is to be able to see what others see. Why? It's because they've cleaned their temples out, cleaned their church.
And then you want more and more and more. Like, I really want to get higher and higher as possible when the time is coming, experimenting more and more.
Mm-hmm. And she's talking about expanding her consciousness. First, you got to clean this temple, the church, I call it. Then you have two temples here, the left temple and the right temple. Controlling, remember, as above, it controls the temple below, or the church below. But if the church is dirty, you got a lot of elusive characters that live in here. Parasites, heavy metals, the benches are filthy in your church. No one's going to sit down in your church except a bunch of really shady characters, okay? Shady, because they're not even going to church. They're in there smoking and doing drugs and partying in your church. Clean up your church, okay? And once you clean the body up, then it's time to reset the mind. And partially you'll reset the mind just by disconnecting all the things that live in this body, this galaxy. And we're talking, you can call them parasites, okay? But once you release them, you'll call them demons, okay? Demons. Pretty weird to say that. Demons. Why? It's because look what they used to make you do. I don't care if it was masturbate 3 times a day. I don't care if it was to argue with your friend. Why? It's because something inside you that's living on this morphogenic field, this radio station. Fear, doubt, uncertainty. Remember, that's a lot of things I try to teach with people. So she's in that observation stage right now where I'm sure you could say you have clarity more than probably you've ever felt. Because maybe when you were younger you had clarity, but you also had a lot of weird stuff going on.
No experience. Now I have clarity with experience.
Don't you think you've grown?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
A lot. And I can't wait to even grow further. But you have to really want it.
Have to want it.
You have to want it and take the time for it because nobody will.
Oh.
It's the only person you can do it is you.
And once you get sick, guys, just let me tell you, you're going to backpedal, and it's not the time to do it. Your transmission fell out on the freeway. Okay, now you have to have AAA if you have insurance. Take it to a place. But you heard the engine making noise for months. Okay? But you didn't take any maintenance to it. You didn't change your oil. You didn't change your filters in your car. And look what you did now. You learned when you had to pay money, didn't you, to fix your car because you weren't smart enough to keep the tires at a certain pressure. Instead of not, they all wore down. And you didn't even want to spend the money for an alignment, but if you didn't, your tires got destroyed. It's the same with the body. Remember, the body's your vehicle, guys. It's your car. It's your vehicle. Clean it up. Okay? Look what she did. Look what everybody's done. We've had a couple hundred people go through here. And I try to, like I said, I'm trying to keep these long and laggy. I want to inspire people to know that you can change yourself. She did. Did you pay anybody to change you? No, you did it yourself. But you had the time. Remember, I was alone. Best thing in the world.
I made the time for myself.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because it was something important to her inside. But remember, she moved because she got nudged because of dysfunctions in her physiology. Okay? And most people, guys, wake up. Before your dysfunctions in physiology try to push you there, because you go to the doctor. They're going to give you pharmaceuticals. They're not going to talk to you about diet. They're not going to talk to you about your shower chlorinator. They're not going to talk to you about your makeup with all the poison and the jewelry you're wearing that's all nickel and molybdenum. Okay? They're not going to tell you about that. You've got to learn that on your own and navigate it. No one's telling you to stop smoking, guys. Guess what? Just quit smoking cigarettes. They got 8,000 chemicals, burn accelerators, okay, and all these different things they put in them, flavor enhancers, everything. Okay, go to organic. Switch it up. No one's asking you to stop. Switch it up. But then again, once you get to a certain level, you're going to start letting go. Okay, in the beginning, you can't let go too much. You're going to change your diet. You're going to do all these things in your house. You're going to try to fight your family because they all want pork chops. Really. If you're by yourself, guys, just like she is, you can really help yourself. But if you do have 2 or 3 children, you're going to have to be the person that researches first and know that what you're going to do for your family is the thing, because you're in charge, honey. Okay, and I say that, honey, because you're mom. Okay, you're not the guy. No, you're in charge of the house. The Indonesians let the woman, the matriarch of the family, okay, it's her house. She buys the food, she cooks everything, and if the man wants anything over there, they ask him politely. But outside the house, the man's his little king over there. He gardens and does things on the outside the way he wants to. But when it comes to the house, and remember, you're your own cleaner. And if you don't go ahead and learn these protocols, I'm sorry. Because one of these days, okay, even though you don't even know you're sick right now, one of these days you're going to get sick. You're not going to be able to go to work. You're going to feel crummy and keep getting the flu. Okay, mental sickness is even worse than physical sickness. I see it all over the place. Do you?
I had a lot of emotional baggage to clean it out.
Did you feel like some of it left?
Yeah, I was not crying at all. I did not have that kind of feeling, but I felt little layers just coming off with the clarity.
Exactly.
Just putting things in the space where it needs to be, understanding more. Yeah, it's...
Well, this is what she's talking about. Look. As you lose debris, as you lose dysfunction, acidity, all these different things like plastic and chemicals and just sluggish garbage tissue fluid, then as you lose it, your body's a battery. It starts going up in value. Even though it didn't eat anything, it's still living because it's transferred its energy from eating sugar and eating simple stuff to eating now ketones. It makes ketones. Your brain totally thrives off of ketones. Okay? And I just did a lecture here the other day on intermittent fasting, okay? And that's on Earther Academy. But because again, I don't want to tell people what to do. Okay, I can give you some ideas on what I've done and how we've done a lot of things, but it's all an experiment. Okay? Remember, we don't treat any disease. I don't want to hear disease. You terrain modify things, and all of a sudden those names go away. You had a disease in your stomach if you went to the doctor. Okay? Yeah.
Well, I did it one time, long time ago.
But they told you you had something.
They told me take, I had acid reflux, take the pills and this and that, and took it for a couple of days a week, and then I was thinking, what am I doing? How long am I going to take the pills?
Okay, acid reflux. Yeah, acid reflux when you're a doctor means you can bill for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. Remember, instead of actually the doctor saying, and you have to have a holistic point of view, a big view. Okay, not just drugs, chemicals, radiation, stupid stuff. Okay, but have a holistic view of why, not the symptoms, but why did you get it? Let's go back into your household and take all these things out, because some people, especially with blue eyes, you should see her eyes. Some people with blue eyes are very sensitive to chemicals. She's got the brightest eyes right now. That's what happens when you water fast. Clarity. Okay, no wrinkles when she came here. She had some fine lines up there. There's a lot of worrying. Okay, and it just goes away. Especially, like I said, once you not starve yourself, but you dry yourself out, you get your sanity back. And when you do 7 days, you've graduated. But if you can do 8, just one more day, it's like doing the whole 7 days all over again. So it's really good to go ahead and do the one more day. But remember, you should be under medical supervision. Okay, you should get your blood taken, and you should go ahead and actually do these things. If not, do a 1-day fast. Okay, and you can do it with GMOs, you can do it with meat, you can do it with smoothies, you can do it with just salads that day, or just do it with water. Okay, you can do it any way you want it. You can have a fast of not having drama, or you're going to fast from the city and you're going to go to nature. Remember, there's lots of fasts you can do. Okay, we're going to do part 2 now. Anything you want to say?
One more very interesting thing, like last 2-3 days in my fast, I think I get such a high level of vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other people started to refeed much earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I could not even stay around. Like I could not connect with them anymore.
Exactly.
Just needed to
different
be,
energy level.
Yeah, needed to be by myself. And there is some people here in the property. They are in the level, and with you I connect very well because the vibration is similar.
Yeah.
But the people who started to refeed earlier and they not that advanced, not in the same level, could not connect. I even had kind of like
And
rough.
you know what Daniel told me? He says, Doc, can you really tell these people quit eating so much? Remember, we're trying to keep people. You just starved yourself for 7 days, okay? You just disconnected, and you don't need to eat as soon as you wake up. Remember, you're trying to at least intermittent fast until 12 o'clock.
I still doing it until 12, 1 o'clock.
See?
Get a very tiny, small meal by around 1 o'clock, sometimes 2. And then I have dinner, but light.
But your meal
Still
that you
light.
had like the other day, she brings over coconut oil with our cold processed turmeric with some salt.
Pinch
You
of
had-
salt, yeah.
Okay. And I took a couple of spoons. You have to be careful with the turmeric, but the turmeric is so cleansing.
Yeah.
It is so cleansing, and that's food during the day. So you just have to really, look, you have to sort of experiment with yourself, guys, but you're not going to want to do it unless you see other people that basically sort of done certain things. And she didn't do anything crazy. Let me tell you. Does she look crazy? Okay? No. No. Okay? And some people, remember, they come up here is because they do have a sickness, but we don't treat sicknesses, so you know, guys. We just terrain modify things. So I call Beatrice, she's an optimizer. Okay? So she's just only not going from sickness to health. Oh, don't worry. That's going to clean up easy. Okay? But she's going to go from health to optimization. That means if it's better for me to upgrade and optimize or enhance these layers, then if I can, I think I'm going to. Why? Because that's the thing my mind says to do. Okay, it doesn't need poisons anymore. It doesn't need chemicals. It doesn't even need supplements unless they're the right ones. And most supplements, remember, are poison.
And doesn't need a lot of food. I eat half an avocado with some pinch of salt, hot sauce, and I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Couple of from your garden, I get a couple of
arugula and the mustard
arugula,
seeds, mustard grass,
like
lettuce.
4 or 5 pieces, and I'm full and I'm happy.
That's what I do. I'm hungry a little bit during the day, and I don't even get hungry. I just get empty a little bit, and I know that if I go out my garden, best thing to do is get a garden, guys, and I pick a few pieces of arugula, and I eat it. It's full of plasma, and all of a sudden, whoa! It doesn't feed my body. I don't need that. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa. Okay, and the energy, remember, you get from live food is how your body will regenerate. And part live food, remember, you're going to drink a lot of ferments. It's all alive.
Yeah.
Okay, the cooked food you eat, remember, and I'm just going to stop after this. The cooked food you eat is not helping you. You need to clean yourself out, get on as least amount of dense foods, okay? I mean, get rid of the blood, get rid of the meat. No sugar, cut it down to nothing. Stevia only, and good stevia. Our stevia,
and we eat chocolate.
good.
We make chocolate, no sugar.
I have chocolate every day, guys. That's part of my
amazing.
aid in helping me. So I feel, it's not that I can't handle not eating and this and that. No. It makes me feel, it turns my brain on. It's brain food. Okay, she just gave me a piece of chocolate she made here. Miss Chocolatier, little tiny little hearts with
chocolate.
Yeah, and you keep them in the refrigerator and you pop a couple here and there. So instead of an energy drink, guys, and just making your head go crazy, another cup of coffee, whatever it is, open up your heart. Okay, and it'll charge your brain. It doesn't just make your brain all stupid and I got to do something. Okay, and everybody can see, hey, slow down, brother. You're bugging me. Okay, because your energy is way too out of line to ours.
I put a couple of superfoods there. Shilajit, maca, Bakuna. Just to make
Again, listen to her, okay? This is the level you want to get in. Get an Earth Shift kitchen, okay? You can make thousands of different recipes. So what? They're all easy. You can make up your own and go ahead and just get guided by making a few other ones, okay? Remember, regenerating yourself is fun. Detoxifying yourself is work. But regenerating yourself is fun. So you got to get over the hump, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. You detoxify, you exchange, and you rebuild. You put in all different fluids, minerals, and so forth, and this is what happens to you. This is what happens to everybody that does this. It's
and simple food, not gourmet, not crazy. Once in a while, yeah, we made some pizza and stuff like that, but
simple food. And are you happy? I'm so happy. I don't need a steak.
Piece of lettuce, a little bit of avocado, a little bit of this and that.
Condiments, salt, hot sauce. She made some pineapple hot sauce the other day. Ooh, I've never had that before. What a beautiful thing. Remember, you make everything, if you can make them all alive. All your condiments, everything, okay? It's simple. I mean, you can't put, like if you're going to make live ketchup, well, you put the sugar in there. That's good to be able to go ahead and make the tomatoes and everything turn into ketchup, okay? It's going to make the ketchup, but it's not going to be sweet. After about 3 days, it ferments. All the sugar's gone, but it's loaded full of microbes. Good microbes. And then, so what do? To cheat? You put in about 10 drops of liquid stevia in there.
Yeah.
Good stevia. And then what does it do? Tastes like ketchup. Okay? It's just how you cheat, okay? So that's why they pasteurize everything, because it stops jams from fermenting. It stops everything from doing whatever. And plus, it kills everything, too. So
that's food.
Okay, one last thing. You do feel, and I just want to remember, it's the last inspiration thing we're going out of here. We're going to start. Okay? Do you feel that anything that you've done, okay, has been negative, okay, for your change that you came here? As far as negative, did you notice? Nothing.
Nothing.
So easy it was?
Nothing.
Okay, remember, she did a lot of stuff. And she's got bruises all over her. Okay, why? Because she's breaking things down. Okay, and that's what we're going to do part 2. We're going to go deeper into the muscle. We're super soft right now. We've been in here, about 43 minutes or so. Yeah, or even more. So that says an hour. Yeah, maybe so. I'm reading it wrong. It's 37 over there. Yeah, we've been in here like an hour, 60 minutes. So we're soft. We're ready to go. Okay, again, part 2 will be on Earth Academy. Why? Because I don't show these protocols. Because why? Well, I did it, and look what happened to me. Guys, you're your own researcher. Deal with it. Okay? Everybody's different. There's no one the same. So everybody's got to go ahead and look at things. And what did you do? You tweaked a lot of stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tweak it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, use your cap. Okay, not the dumb cap, the good one, the smart one. All right, switch it up. And if you don't learn, go on Earthshift Project community, earthshiftproject.com. Why? Because it's free. Got tons of people from around the world doing a lot of the same stuff that you are. And you can ask them questions. Okay, hey, what'd you get for this? And or maybe inspiration, maybe some videos to watch that someone throws up there, whatever it is. So, okay, let's give them the aloha chakas. Okay, there we go. Aloha.
Important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earth Shift Live radio talk show or therein.